Hi, everybody. Jason here from the Paid Search Podcast. And on today's video, we're going to look at how to find some keywords, research some keywords in the Keyword Planner in the new and improved, or at least the updated and improved Keyword Planner. The Keyword Planner has some tremendous updates, which we talked about on a recent episode, and we'll cover those here. And this video is also a companion video to our nursing home build series. We did a series of podcasts about a nursing home campaign. We talked about keyword research in there. We'll do that a little bit here today, and there's a link in the description. So I am in Google Ads. At the very top of your screen, you'll see a dark gray bar with over on the right side, you'll see a wrench uh, with the word tools under it. And you click that, and then you are looking for planning, and then keyword planner, and then that is how you end up on this screen. First, let's look at the new announcements. More seeds. You can add more seed keywords when you're trying to find new ideas. Grouped ideas. This is huge. We'll be talking about this in a second. And I've also noticed that the suggested budget and the kind of prediction tools they give you in terms of trying to predict how a campaign's going to go, what kind of budget, estimate what kind of budget you would want. All that stuff seems improved as well and is giving more accurate numbers or more realistic numbers to me. So that's improved as well, the suggested budget. We can click through here. 10C keywords, that's great. Grouped ideas is amazing. We'll talk about that in a second. You can see the trends now. Save to an existing campaign or create a new one. That's cool. The suggested daily budget, that's cool as well. And then the competition index you can look at as well. So we'll click out of there. And what I always click into is find new keywords here on the left side. That's where we're going to click into. And this is the nursing home. So we're going to enter a couple here. You can do up to 10. You can put the URL of your business, which is cool. But here I'll just do nursing home. I'll do nursing homes in Dallas. And what you're wanting to do here is just kind of think of the ways that you think potential customers or clients would search for your business in Google Ads. Like, what would your potential clients or customers search? How would they search? And you can also use words that describe your business as well. But for now, we'll stick with the nursing home theme, and I'll say nursing homes, Texas. We'll see what happens there. So then you hit get started. And whoa, okay, where are we? We are in the keyword planner and we got a lot of data in front of us. So let's kind of slow it down and see what's going on. So first things first, you always want to pay attention to your date range. Here we go. Last 12 months is what we're seeing here. That's cool. What we're seeing on the far left side is we're on the keyword ideas area. And then that is giving us individual keywords. And then grouped ideas we'll look at later, and then plan overview is what we'll look at after that. First things first, whoa, this is set to Oklahoma City, and that is great. The problem is we are targeting the state of Texas because the nursing home is down in Texas. Now, the nursing home is targeting Houston, so you have the DMA as an option there, San Antonio, and you have the DMA there. And by the way, question on whether to use the DMA or the city when you're doing keyword research. I always like erring on the larger side when I do keyword research because I may not target the DMA of San Antonio because look how wide it is. If I wanted, say, like a 50 or even 75 mile or whatever radius around San Antonio, I may not want all this area out here. So because of that, I might only do a radius around San Antonio when the campaign is actually running. But when I do keyword research, I like to go a little bit bigger to get some more data. And that way I'm not seeing just super small numbers on everything. So that's why I don't mind the DMAs when you're doing keyword research, even if you're going to target a smaller area when you start running. So the third area we were in was Austin. And then we're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and That's 1 DMA there. So that is the data we're going to get from these 5 cities and 5 metro areas, Fort Worth and Dallas, which is 1 DMA, Houston, Austin, and San Antonio. That's where we have locations for the nursing home. And I'm going to hit save, and then it's going to update right there, and it changed it up there. So it says Austin, Texas, and 3 more areas, which is correct. And you'll see that it changes the data down here. So you can see the word, I'll show you an example of that. Nursing home, 6,600 average searches per month in these combined areas. It's pretty impressive. But let's just get some scale here and do the United States. And we'll see if the difference in the data. So I'll hit save. It'll update up top there, and then it loaded, and you can see here now nursing home 90,000 average 90,500 average searches a month in the whole United States. So it's very important that you pay attention to your location in that upper left area so you're getting the right data that you want to get. So let's go back and add our 4 DMAs because Dallas and Fort Worth is 1. And that would be Houston and San Antonio. So we'll save that. And I see we have these numbers here again. So what else are we seeing on this page? We have our keyword ideas in here. If you want to change them, you click on it and add some more or remove them. And then here you can see the searches by month. So the searches by month are pretty similar here. Not much difference, but let me just show you all, y'all, how these can change. You all know I'm the king of movers. So I'm going to type in movers near me. And we'll look at the monthly results to see how those can change for different industries. And here you can see in July, August, and the summer, it's a little bit more heavily searched than the early spring and the winter. And like on a keyword like movers near me, you can click right here on this little graphic, or not click, sorry, you can just rest your mouse on it, and now we can really see the difference. So you see in the summer, moving season gets hot, 9,900 average searches a month. Near the winter, it really slows down, and it's like a third less. So that'll give you an example of how things can change month to month. But let's go back to nursing home and nursing homes Dallas, nursing home Texas, and nursing homes. People are moving into nursing homes. It seems like relatively stably every month. It's about the same. So that's what we see here. One cool new thing with the keyword planner is check out the blue and the red. So you can see here it says total, and then the red it says mobile. So it can show you like what percent of searches are showing up on mobile. And that is a pretty cool thing. So what else can you see? You can see the top of page bid in the low range, top of page bid in the high range. And what that can tell you, if you're doing a new industry or you haven't advertised for your business before and you're not even sure where to start your bids at, this will be a good example. So if I see nursing homes in Dallas, nursing home at like the low range to show up at the top of the page in the first 3 to 4 spots, above the organic results is like almost $3, and then the top of the page high range to show up like number 1 or close to number 1 at the top of that range is more like $6 to $11. I might start off with like $5 or $6 bids the first day and see how those do. Some kind of split the difference right there, but that can kind of get you started. When you're looking for keyword ideas, one thing you'll see here is it put in the 3 keywords that I put in at the top, the seed keywords, and then it gave some, I guess, suggestions or related things below it. And I'm going to open that up and show myself more. But you can see here, they're all related. They're all part of this overall industry, but they're just kind of scattered. Like if you're trying to come up with ad groups to come up with, you've got retirement homes, elderly care, residential care homes, long-term care facilities, skilled nursing homes. Like these are all kind of not exactly grouped, if you will. So that's one thing to keep in mind as we go to the next page. But one final thing you can do here is you can sort by average monthly searches and find the highest volume ones that they see. Um, and then if you filter and you only wanted to see keyword text that includes San Antonio, you could type in, make sure the keywords contain San Ant for San Antonio, and they're not going to give me anything. So let me say contain San Antonio. Maybe that was too broad. And now they're going to show me San Antonio because I didn't type it in enough. But that's one way. I'm often playing around with these filters. So if I wanted to look for all the Texas ones that include the search Texas, the keyword Texas, it'll give me some ideas there. So I like playing around with this filter and then keyword text, and then it contains the word you want it to contain. One final use of this keyword ideas page is finding negative keywords. So let's look through the list here and see if we don't like anything. Jobs. Okay, here we go. So if I am going to have the word nursing home phrase match as a keyword that I have in my campaign, the keyword planner here is telling me that jobs is going to be something that's searched for. Nursing home jobs is going to be searched for. My nursing home phrase match keyword could trigger it, and I'm going to avoid that because I'm not providing jobs here. I'm looking for places. I want to get in front of people looking for a place to put their parents or their elderly people they know into a nursing home. I want to exclude the word jobs on searches I show up on. So I'm going to have a tab open with a Google Sheet, and I'm just going to be collecting negative keyword ideas. Jobs, compare, possibly that's too high in the funnel and they're not ready to like commit to a tour or something like that. So I might have the word compare as a negative. So you can use this keyword ideas page down here to come up with negative ideas as well. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This is brand new. It used to be just these kind of like not too related list of keywords there, but now if you go into grouped ideas in the upper left side, grouped ideas, now they're going to group the keywords together in words that they think are similar, and this is where the magic can happen. So this is where we can come up with our ad group ideas. So you can see here, they've grouped the first group, residential care. So you can see they've told us, hey, some people search, instead of nursing home, they search residential care homes, residential care facility. If that's something we want to target, we could create a residential care ad group. Rest home, that's another way they're telling us people search for it. They're telling us people search for cost quite a bit. So they want to know the cost of a nursing home. So if we wanted to target that, we could have an ad group called cost. They're telling us, hey, some people search for a nursing home as old folks home. So we could have an ad group that said old folks home, and we could have ads that said old folks home in Dallas. Come schedule a tour or something like that. Long-term care, that's one way they're saying people search for it. Independent senior living, that is a great search term right there, a great keyword, because what this tells us, this grouped idea of independent living, Google is telling us, hey, people are searching for a nursing home basically, but some people are looking specifically for independent living keywords and searches. But if you only have nursing home phrase match, nursing home broad match modified, those kind of nursing home keywords, geo, near me, all that kind of stuff, you're not going to show up on independent senior living. Independent living, Dallas, Texas. Senior independent living, Dallas, Texas. And if that is a keyword that you want to show up on, if that is a service that you offer, you're not going to show up on it if you only have nursing home phrase match, broad match modified, and you're not targeting this specifically. So now that we know, because of this grouped ideas area, that one way people search for this kind of business is with the word independent senior living, now we can create an independent senior living ad group. So that's how I use these grouped ideas. I use these grouped ideas to inform my ad group creation. So now they're saying Austin. So they're saying, hey, people are searching for nursing homes with the word Austin with it. They're looking for nursing homes in Austin. So I'm going to have an ad group called Austin or called Nursing Home Austin. And I'm going to put all my nursing home and Austin keywords like these ones right here into that one ad group. And my ad is going to say something like Austin Nursing Home, fantastic nursing home in Austin, great nursing home in Austin, whatever you want to say. It's all going to be part of that Austin ad group. So the biggest thing I'm using the keyword planner for these days is the grouped ideas area right there, helping me come up with ad group ideas. And you can see the list goes on and on. And to me, that is the biggest benefit of the keyword planner for the way I build campaigns, helping me come up with ad groups. Using the grouped ideas area to come up with ad group ideas. And then what I do is I have a Google Sheet going. I list down my ad group ideas as I come up with them when I'm scanning here. And then I create the ad groups, and then I plug in the keywords. Now, I prefer to do it with Google Sheets and kind of do it manually. One option you have is if you click like independent living, you can highlight it. You can highlight all the keywords in the independent living group, or you can select some you don't want, but we're going to head and select all of them. And you can hit add. So add to plan. It'll just put it in the plan, which is over here on the left. It's new, or if you wanted to, you could even put these in an existing campaign, but I just want it to be in the plan. And then it's saying the ad group. Do you want to add to independent living, which they'll create a new ad group for you, or do you want to, I guess, let me rephrase that. It looks like if you leave it alone and don't click on it, it'll create a new ad group. If you want to use a different name than independent living, you can type it right there. And then if I had existing ad groups already, it would have them there for me to select if I want to add them to them. But I'll leave it alone. We'll let it name itself independent living. Broad match, I don't think I want to use broad match, so I'm going to do phrase match, and I'm going to hit add keywords. And it is going to put at the bottom there of the screen, it said adding keywords, and it put those keywords into the plan. So let me just add one more, and we're going to do Austin. So I'm going to get my nursing home Austin group. I'm going to put it in the plan as opposed to an existing active campaign, just in the plan. And they're going to name it Homes Austin. I don't really like that name because that's what they have down here. That's why they named that group that. I'm going to create a new ad group, and we're going to name it Nursing Home dash Austin, and then I'll have like a Nursing Home dash Dallas, Nursing Home dash Houston, that kind of thing. But we're going to name it Nursing Home Austin. But before that, you can see here, because we created the independent living ad group, if we wanted to, we could throw it in there because it shows you your created ad groups. So we'll hit create ad group. And again, at this moment, the way I'm doing things now, I like to do things kind of manually in a Google Sheet, just writing them down, planning them out. But if you want the plan to create it for you, this is how you would do it. So we've got our selected Austin nursing home group with all those keywords, and again, I'm going to name it with this nomenclature, nursing home dash Austin. So that way, when I'm scanning through my ad groups, I have all my nursing home ones together. I'll have like the nursing home dash local or near me for keywords like nursing home, local nursing homes, maybe nursing home phrase match, nursing home near me, nursing homes near me, that kind of thing. Then I'll see nursing home Austin with all the nursing home plus Austin keywords. Then I'll see like nursing home Dallas with all the nursing home Dallas keywords. So it'll have a nice nomenclature that I can just scan through very nicely in alphabetical order. So we'll create that ad group. And again, I would go phrase match. Usually I add things as phrase match and exact match, and then very often broad match modified. Every now and then I do some pure broad match. But it would be nice if you could select both phrase and exact and even some kind of broad match modified here, but you can't. You can only do one. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and do phrase, and then I'll hit add keywords. And at the bottom, you can see it says adding keywords, and it says they were added to your plan. So again, we're going to wrap up the grouped ideas area here. At any time, you always feel free to click the top and add more seed keyword ideas, or take them away, or look for different ones. But and then you'll probably be spending a lot of time here in this grouped ideas area. Very important, because the great thing about it is it groups the ideas together. So again, you can look for negative keywords ideas. Like if I didn't want Medicaid nursing home clients, and I would add Medicaid as a negative keyword. Rehab, I don't want a bunch of I don't run a rehab facility, so we're a nursing home facility, so I'm going to have the word rehab now as a negative. So it's a great way to find negatives, and then it's a great way to find keyword ad group ideas. It's a great way to find ad group ideas because it groups them together, tells you how people are searching for these things. So now that we have a couple, let me show you the plan overview. And this is pretty cool. You come in here, the plan overview. It's saying you can get 41 conversions for $2,300, $7.77 max cost per click bid. That's kind of like what we were seeing earlier with the top of page range, the low range and the high range. I said like $6, so it makes sense that would be around $7. Conversion rate 9%. That's within the realm of possibility for sure. Click-through rate 3.2%. That's normal for sure. So that is pretty cool. So that gives you an estimate right there of what you can get. This is the breakdown of devices they think you're going to get by cost, clicks, and impressions. And impressions, you can see mobile is very high. And then the clicks is mobile, computer. The one thing I would say is probably not accurate, or at least in my experience, about the clicks and the cost. I don't see a lot of tablet traffic these days. 25% of the cost and 25% of the clicks. I would not estimate that. I would estimate more like maybe 60-40 mobile, something like that. Or 60, I don't know, close to 60-40 mobile, and then like 5-ish% for tablet. Not seeing a lot of tablet searches, but maybe 10%, something like that. So then you have your keywords and your locations. And again, those locations are based on what we had up here, and they're going to give you an estimate on where you're going to get that traffic. But you've got your ad groups here that we added to our plan. And the great thing here, what I would probably do here is you could either create a campaign, click that create campaign button, and it would create this campaign inside of your account, and it would have these keywords and these ad groups and these bids, and you could do all the keywords, all of the ad groups, all the bids right here from the keyword planner, and edit the bids if you wanted to. So say you wanted the $6, you could hit save there. So that's pretty cool. The keywords, I would probably just have to add those exact and broad match modifieds once I put this in the account. But all it would take to put it in there is hit create campaign. It'll throw it in there, and then you'll need to just double check your settings, create ads for each ad group. And then if you didn't want to take that step yet and you just want to get the stuff into like a Google Sheet or something like that, you could hit download and you could download the data. So that is the current state of the keyword planner. That is how you can use the keyword ideas area, the grouped ideas area. Once you're in the grouped ideas area, or the keyword ideas area, but I do it from the grouped ideas area, you can add your ad groups and keywords to your plan, and then you can either put the plan into a live campaign, or you can download it and have it in a spreadsheet. So that is how, just a little primer on how to use the keyword planner. So we appreciate you guys watching this video. Please press the like button, give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and we encourage you all to listen to the Paid Search Podcast, weekly podcast about Google Ads and search engine marketing. We're on all the major platforms, and we're also on YouTube, and we put out new episodes every Monday.